So I'm back, and today we're going to talk about the 5 mistakes that I made during the Make the Damn Video Challenge. It's been about a week. These are specific to me, but maybe they'll help somebody else out there because I feel like some of these lessons are universal and can be used by someone else. So the first one, not having a niche. In one of my videos, I actually talked about how when creating content, you shouldn't be worried about getting forced into a niche because all your hobbies are valid and you can show off all your hobbies if you want. And I still stick by that 100%. But I feel for this particular challenge, it would have been nice for me to explore a little bit, focus in on one thing, and see how I can build my muscle in approaching a single topic from different angles for the set period of time. So that's something I didn't get to really do because I was hopping from topic to topic. It did really help me to explore my voice, to explore all the topics that I can talk about that I do contain. So again, it's not a huge one, but it is something that I realize now after the fact that I lost a bit of learning from myself going through the process of focusing in on a single thing and seeing how I can talk about that for an extended period of time. Number 2, not going outside earlier. Yeah, the reason I say this is probably a mistake is because I felt like the second time I went out, I was so much more comfortable just being in public, speaking to the camera, not caring really about what the people around me were doing or thinking about, and just like being focused on you and focused on what was going on here. So yeah, I feel like had I gone out earlier, I would have been able to do more of that, have more of that kind of connection. So that was my second mistake, allowing anxiety to control me when it came to things like going outside to film. So I think as a learning going forward, it's don't listen to the voice that's trying to convince you that it's scary to do certain things, because that voice is 90% of the time wrong. So just do the thing, try it out, see, you might actually like it. Like I ended up liking just being outside. Number 3, concentrating on editing out the ums and the ahs. So I have the tendency to go or or when I'm thinking about my next point that I'm trying to make. And it's something that I was super self-conscious about going into this challenge. Part of wanting to do this challenge is also wanting to also improve my confidence and in my own speech, and like by improving my confidence, improving my speech. So yeah, coming in, I was super self-conscious about it. I think the first few videos, they're super jumpy because it's just me going chop, 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 chop in the editing suite, cutting out the ums and ahs. And I think being so hyper focused on that in the beginning didn't allow me the freedom to actually look at the content that I was creating and, you know, build off of it. Because every day it felt like something I needed to write off of. Oof, there was too many ums and ahs. There was too many what. It wasn't, oh, the message was good today. Let me build on it like this. That message was good today. Let me build on it like this. So I think, yeah, that's the one mistake that I wouldn't do again, because now from the 30 days, I've actually learned that sometimes pauses, as they make your speech sound natural. They make it sound genuine, that you're contemplative, you're thinking about what you're saying. Not everything has to be a jump cut. It's not all cha cha cha. So definitely that's a learning for me, that don't focus on those little things. The thing that's actually important is the story. Fourth mistake that I made during this process, shooting late. I have the luxury of working until 3 p.m. and I didn't use that early knockoff time to actually shoot my videos. I would carry on with my other life commitments. and leave the videos for around like 6, 7 p.m. once I've made dinner and I've kind of settled in for the evening. And I found that this was the one time where I am the lowest. So I wasn't doing myself any favors by working during this time. And yes, the Make the Video challenge is time boxed, and you kind of have like an hour or 2 hours to work on and edit and upload. But because I was so exhausted, I feel like I was leaning on that time boxing a lot, being like, okay, whew, at least I don't have to work on this for long. Also, I'm tired. So I think that's the number one mistake that I would go back and fix, and like just do it early in your day. Just make the video. Just make the video. Don't wait. Don't wait. Even during your day, whenever you have a better level of energy, is probably the best day to make your videos, because it does come across in your content. It does come across in your videos. Even when you're making those voiceover ones, there's something I saw where I'm using other footage and like just having voiceover. You can tell the voice is tired. You can tell the voice is lacking energy. So pick the right time, deliver it then. And the last and final mistake I feel that I made during this challenge is not starting earlier. I saw this challenge probably a few days before I decided to commit. The reason I didn't pick it up immediately, it was the procrastination monster that lives inside of me, still trying to convince me that I needed more time, I needed more space, I needed something else to happen first before I started on this. I'm glad I was able to overcome it this time, but I think next time that's something I definitely won't do. I won't pass up the opportunity to show up and do something and actually make the damn video. So yeah, these are my learnings from this experience. So in closing, I think what I love about mistakes is that it doesn't mean everything was a failure, or everything was a waste or your time was wasted. Because I think all of us can identify places where we're like, okay, I didn't like how this went, or I feel whatever. You might feel all of the content you made is useless to you, but the stumbles that you take while making things, the mistakes that you make, the learnings that you get from those are so much more valuable than the learnings that you would take from getting things right the first time or stumbling on success. So I always say, like, I love mistakes because that's when I know that I needed to grow and I am growing. So yeah, I hope that this inspires you to actually get started on something that you've been putting off, something that you have been thinking about but didn't really have the confidence for. Just start and you will learn along the way. So I hope this video has been helpful to someone.